My name is John Price. I'm a director of Price Direct, which is a small business-to-business telemarketing agency. Well, some years ago, when I was writing the check for the subscription, I thought, what the hell do I get out of the DMA? And at that moment, I thought, well, if I'm going to pay £1,000, I won't just do it willy-nilly. I'll pay the £1,000, but I'll invest time, and at the end of the year make a decision. And I probably phoned up some poor person at the DMA and said, what the hell am I getting out, rather aggressively, like I might have done. And they said, yes, but why don't you get involved? And I did, and the rest is history. I found that somehow there was a dynamic that I felt that I was more important, more useful. I could change things, or at least I was aware of where the crucible of change was in my industry. There's a kind of commonality about people in direct marketing. We're realists, and yet we're perhaps good at the same time. That's very grand. But there's a realism because we're engaged in why people respond. So we're aware of their responses, you know, because we're judging, you know, we're spending the client's money or our money in small doses, and we're looking, well, like, you know, physicians, you know, would put a bit of this drug and see what effect it has, and judging that. So we're scientists of the psychology of response, that we have to be multicultural, multidisciplined, and aware of all these things. And I think out of it gels a group of people that have a unique awareness of what turns people on, yet do that in a way that has a kind of integrity. What happens next? Where's the next one? I mean, isn't it? That's interesting to me. In some ways, you know, we're reverting. We're all of a sudden, because of the romance of the digital age and the way that people look at the screen and they look at their mobile phone, there seems to be a reversal, a remembrance of personal communication, such that now that, you know, the water flow the dam has burst, and we're thinking all of a sudden of what's come before in a way that we perhaps hadn't done for maybe 10, 15 years. So it's an exciting time. The artificial intelligence of to whom are you talking? And that's inbound and outbound, and in some way inbound has tried to evoke that by, you know, looking at what people say, their emotion, judging what they're saying, and coming up with some answers, you know, interactive voice response. But when it's an outbound or an upsell from an inbound, that's quite interesting. I'd recommend, because you meet a group of people that are passionate about what they do and unusually intelligent and well aware of what they're doing.